club, VIP man running laps. Just got a deal on money, now my pocket's fat. Sitting in the box with my mans, where the models at. Drinks on the house all night, where the bottles at.
High of 47. It's a little rainy and about 43 degrees here on the campus of the beautiful Richard Stockton College of New Jersey. You're listening to 91.7 FM WLFR. Pomona just played a little bit of Kanye West, I Wonder, Chitty Bang featuring Mac Miller, Heat Wave, and a little bit of my boy J. Cole, Two-Face. And that last song you just heard was by Borderline, Fresh in the Club, and I'm lucky enough to have them in studio right now for a nice little interview, so hopefully you guys stay tuned and listen to that. This is going to be a great time. So Borderline, what's going on, guys? How you guys doing out there?
Doing good, man.
What's up,
You guys
man?
doing all right? The drive, the rain didn't affect anything?
Not really.
Nah, it's all good?
Man, nothing stops us.
There you go, that's what I like to hear. So, up-and-coming music group, where you guys at? What do you guys work with?
Well, right now, I'm out of Jersey to South Jersey, man. I'm originally from Pleasantville. I was born in Atlantic City, but currently I'm living in Mays Landing right now.
I'm from South Philly, man, you know. Philly, my fans out there, you know. But I moved out here to Jersey now, so now is where I reside out. Is where we, you know, they show us a lot of love, so.
I've roots from New York. I'm a Central North Jersey kind of guy, so I hope that doesn't conflict anything between the South Jersey, Philly. I don't want any conflict going on.
No.
So, how'd you guys meet each other, being that you're both from two different... You obviously didn't grow up together, right?
No, definitely not. Actually, the story, it's a pretty long story, but I'll make it short. We actually both met down south in Tennessee.
Right.
My mother's a singer, and his father's into the music, so we met on a construction site.
Okay.
We wanted to put a group together out there, North South's finest. You know, long story short, it really didn't work out. So we wound up moving back to the East Coast, you know, and bumped back into each other after a few years, you know, and got back to doing the music. You know, we never really went as far as we are now, so that's basically how.
So we were just pretty much, you know, we met down south, and we lost contact for about 5 years, and I was wondering, like, where was he originally from? I don't even know his stage name, T Guns. I didn't know him as his first name, his last name. Couldn't Facebook him or nothing like that, or Google him. I was in the Hamilton Mall one day, like a year ago, and I seen him. You know what I mean? I just think that it was fate how we met again from another state to a small little town. So,
yeah, I never knew Key were out here on the East Coast.
Exactly. I didn't know him.
It worked out from there.
So that's crazy how you go all the way down to Tennessee, and then you come back and you realize that you're both from the same part of the country, same area of the state. Like,
Exactly.
Right.
So that's pretty ironic, but it's good things.
Right.
So why did you guys? You pretty much said both your mother and your father were into music. So is that
That's
why you
correct.
guys decided to make a music group? So like, was it easy? Was it hard? Was there some conflict?
I mean, there's always conflict, you know, coming up in a game, especially when you're in a group. You know, you don't always see eye to eye on certain things and certain projects and certain songs. So, but we pretty much overcome all that. You know, we just keep our eyes on the goal. You know, and all that other little stuff, man, it all smooths itself out. Pretty much. So.
Yeah, like I'm saying, everybody has ups and downs, but we decided to become a group because, like, we thought necessarily it would be easier, but that was our commitment before we had lost contact. Because before we lost contact, I was a solo artist. I already had a whole project already done. I had a whole album already done, but I stopped that whole project just to do our career and our whole project that we were supposed to finish years ago, and it's going good.
Okay. So you pretty much sacrificed your own individual work just to come together to make a bigger project.
Exactly.
Good. Teamwork, definitely.
Exactly.
But when did you guys realize that you did have serious talent? Because you guys are pretty still relatively young group. So when did you guys realize that you have some serious talent? And if you worked with anyone, where have you worked with? Anywhere specific?
I started off writing music and writing songs when I was like in the 3rd grade. When I was supposed to be getting my, your assignments, your work papers, I was taking the paper and turning it around. I was writing my raps, and I would take my dad's cassette players. You remember the cassette players where it's like the A side and the B side, and I used to push the play and record at the same time. And when my dad is hearing one of his Boys and Men songs, and then he hears me rapping, like, who is this guy right here? So that's how I started.
Well, we pretty much knew we were great when after we did our first few songs, and we did our first show in Philly, and it was Halloween, and we realized we had a lot of talent. Like, we already kind of knew we were good, but we really didn't put our stuff out there yet. So, but since we have, all we've gotten was positive feedback.
That's
so,
true.
Obviously, put two and two together, obviously got talent. I've been doing music for like 15 years. I grew up rapping in the streets of Philly, and, I hung out with a lot of heads like Petey Crack and all them, and it just really grew on me.
Okay.
Plus, I got music in my blood, so my mother's a singer, my father's a musician, so
Yeah.
it's pretty much.
It's pretty much started from both of you from a young age growing up, even with your parents right there. It's like role models being there, shaping like your music minds pretty much.
In the blood.
Right. Have you worked I remember last week when we were talking, you worked anywhere, record anywhere specific, any names out there?
Well, recently, like we just got back, we were recording in
Smash Studios.
Okay.
They're making a band and stuff like that.
Busta Rhymes,
everybody was there, Beyonce, and all them.
Cool.
So, but our first studio we was recording, Voitex
down south,
in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Young Buck, Ozzy Bourne, a lot of big names been in that studio. That's actually Young Buck's first album on G-Unity, actually recorded in that same studio.
So that's, you have to take
So we
that
had the top
consideration
engineer,
exactly. So the top engineers,
right? Because you're one of the biggest groups out there, like even today, and that you guys have the capability to work there,
exactly,
which is something.
Yeah,
right. It's great. T-Guns, I'll go for you first. What do you think is Creel's biggest talent? What do you find most intriguing about him?
His biggest talent, man. He's got this. He's got a never-ending thought process, man. He's always got great ideas, man, and he can write a mean hook, man. Like we usually get a lot of ideas going and start grooving, like with thinking about songs and stuff like that, man. He's got a great talent in writing the hooks, man. He's just great at that. So I usually let him take the stage when it comes to the hooks. I'll write a hook here and there, but like most of the time he's the one doing the hooks. He's just got great talent with that. So that's what I say.
Guns, man, he's talented. It's like not only he's a white rapper, but it's not a lot of white rappers, and he's actually a white rapper that has a lot of talent, man. This the guy. He sticks out, man. Like I can definitely compare him to. He's definitely in his own lane. I won't compare him to like Eminem and nobody else, but I can guarantee you that he would definitely get compared to like big names like him, though. Like down the line, definitely.
Right. That's good.
For a fact.
It never hurts when you compare to guys like Eminem out there. That's always a plus.
Exactly, man. Exactly. He would definitely get compared, like similarities. His lyrical content is like it's crazy, man. It's definitely crazy. Like this song right now is a club banger song. The thing we pushing right now is called Fresh in the Club. But if you hear some of like his storytelling songs, the guy he's amazing, man. That's all I'm gonna say, man.
Right,
good looking out, good look.
There's always music out there, but then when you find guys like even specific like Nas, his lyrics, like he might not be out there like the mainstream music, but when you listen to his lyrics,
right,
it really hits home.
Yeah, storylines, he tells a story great from
right.
the beginning
It's
to end,
unbelievable.
man.
That's great.
Definitely get the concept.
Growing up, what was your guys' motivation, inspiration, and who'd you guys listen to? Who the big names?
Michael Jackson, Al Cool J.
That was it.
Definitely, man. Like when you see Michael Jackson, the Thriller, man,
he shaped the game.
He changed the whole game. He's the reason why a lot of hip hop is, it's alive right now. He's the reason why a lot of choreography is in these videos, doing these dances, because it started through him.
My main ones is like Rakim and in the hip hop game, and I'm really like into like Nas, just like you said, Nas, Eminem. I grew up listening to them cats, like Master P a little bit. So there was really my inspiration. My idol though is pretty much Eminem.
Right.
I ain't even gonna front on that.
Definitely.
I think his lyrical game is top.
It's tremendous. No one gets better than him when it comes to lyrics, without a doubt. Even like the big stars like Biggie, Tupac, that was all the early 90s.
Yeah,
right?
Biggie, Tupac, all them, Big L, all them. Oh
right.
yeah, definitely.
Cool. What drives the both of you to be the best and to be able to make it? Because we all know making the music industry, it's not an easy thing.
Oh, it's hard. It's
so
not what you know, it's who you know.
Yes, very true. You know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy.
Yes, that's all it is. That was
so. What drives you guys to be What drives you guys? What's the motivation right there?
Because you wanna go ahead?
Well, the motivation for me, and probably most likely us is, I just don't really want to live a normal life. Nobody really does. I don't want to have to get up and slave for somebody. I want to be able to, getting paid for your thoughts. I think is one of the best things that can actually happen for you. Man. I want to be able to pay my bills and be easy. But it's not only that; it's the love of the music. Really, I love doing music, so that's really the drive. Every time I write a song, I try to make it better than my last song. Lyrical wise, hook wise, whatever. So that's what really drives me, you know what I mean? But all that other stuff comes along with it.
That's pretty much it, man. I'm not trying to, I feel that everybody in the world, if it's Bill Gates or anybody you name, like these big corporations started off like me and you, man. Just had a dream. Now it's like they the boss. I mean, I don't mind working. I have respect for people that work, but I would love to do something that I love to do.
Yeah, everybody really don't have that luxury to get paid for something you love to do.
That's pretty much it.
Right.
And it's hard. It's not easy.
I mean, you want to wake up every morning. You want to be your own boss. You don't want to go to work 9 to 5, sit in a cubicle, listen to somebody. You want to do what you.
Well, you know what? It's not necessarily being your own boss. Well, yeah, I do want to be my own boss, but if you're a doctor and you like being a doctor and you get paid for it, I respect it. If you a jazz player and you doing jazz and you getting paid for it, I respect that. Whatever you're doing in life, I don't care what it is. If you're getting paid for what you love doing, I respect that. And music is what I love to do, and I mean, I definitely want to make a career out of it.
Paper chasing, making music too.
Right.
That's kind of
Exactly.
Now, there's a lot of people in the music game now, especially like Kanye West. The guy makes his own beats, but also raps on the beats. Are you guys just strictly rappers, or do you produce your own beats? And if not, who does make your beats? Anyone out there?
Well, I mean,
really, we can make our own beats, but right now we just been sticking with Money Malls. He's a producer, you know, J Rum, and you know, we pretty much buy the exclusives to the beats, you know, until we get to the point where we can, you know, make our own beats and have the time to do all that. Right now, it's like we've just been making a lot of moves and doing shows and stuff like that. Like we got a show for Rock Nation coming up, and Def Jam's gonna be there.
You want to advertise that right now?
you know what? Let me get that out. Let me get that out the airways right now.
Yeah.
December the 4th is going down in Brooklyn, New York. You know, it's gonna be Hot 97 in the building, Def Jam in the building, Rock Nation. That's Jay-Z's. That's Jay-Z's new label right now. Right now, we're gonna be one of the top groups that's gonna be performing tonight. We're looking for some girls that can really dance, man. That want an opportunity in front of these major recording companies and these major radio stations. Yeah, man. So if you got what it takes to dance, and you want to dance in front of the major A&R for these labels, contact the Stockton radio station, and we can give you more details.
There you go. So hear that, all the girls out there in Stockton. You want to dance? You want to make it big time? I mean, just give me a call, no matter what.
Let's go, man.
Exactly. Without the fans,
without y'all, we nobody.
Without the fans, there's no borderline.
Without no fans, there's no borderline. I definitely agree with that.
Definitely. You guys, one more time, you guys want to advertise what you guys are doing?
Yeah. Back to December the 4th is going down. Brooklyn's nightclub. Def Jam gonna be in the building. Rock Nation and Hot 97, man. We definitely one of the top acts that's gonna be performing, and we're looking for some dancers. They got a lot of energy.
There's gonna be food there.
The stage presence, gonna be food there. And by the way, we provide all the transportation.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be able to come with us with Borderline.
With Borderline.
So you'll be going in with us.
Oh, definitely.
Oh man, shout out to Vinny, man. Like this guy.
Yeah, definitely.
This guy, man, he showed us love, man. This guy seen something in us. He seen some driven in us. And the guy's a great guy, man. This guy has a great future ahead of him. He's gonna have one of the top radio shows down the line. I guarantee you that, man.
Definitely. I appreciate that. Definitely want to stay in contact with you guys. Don't want to lose contact. If you guys ever want to come back to anything, you ever got a new song, I'm always here to play it. I mean, I'll play that song one more time for you guys. That's Fresh in the Club.
Fresh in the Club.
Borderline. Thank you so much for coming out right now.
VIP man running laps. Just got a deal on money. Now my pocket's fat. Sitting in the box with my mans where the models at. Drinks on the house all night. Where the bottles at? Fresh in the club. VIP man running laps. Just got a deal on money. Now